a los vientos del sur, to the winds of the south. Great serpent, wrap your coils of light around us. Teach us to shed the past the way you shed your skin. Allow us to create sacred space for this young man, for his healing and the healing of all his lineages, shedding the old skin so he, as all of us, may become more whole, to walk the beauty way, gently upon Pachamama, Mother Earth. A los vientos del oeste, to the winds of the west, Mother Jaguar, protect our medicine space as we conduct this sacred work now. Teach us the way of peace, of stillness, and how to live impeccably. As you walk gracefully and silently through the dark forest, walk with all of us, so we may know the way beyond death. A los vientos del norte, to the winds of the north, that carry the courageous colibri, the hummingbird, along its epic journey of migration. Teach us, and our young warrior who has traveled so far, to stay the course, facing fear with courage and resilience, and always remembering to pause along the way and enjoy the sweet nectar of life. Help us to listen to your whispering winds, carrying the wisdom and guidance of our abuelitos y abuelitas, our grandfathers and grandmothers, along with all the ancestors who watch over us and illuminate our darkest nights, so we may know the way. We heal and release the ancestral patterns that no longer serve us, honoring you who have come before us and you who will come long after we are gone. A los vientos del este, to the winds of the east, great águila, eagle, and condor, come to us from the place of the rising sun and keep us under your wing as you teach us to fly wingtip to wingtip with the Great Spirit. Soaring high above the mountains, help us to see beyond the minutiae of life, so we may behold the infinite possibilities available to us in each moment and within each breath. Padre Sol, Father Sun, Grandmother Moon, and all the star nations, Taita Inti, Tunkanshila, Wiracocha, Wakan, Great Spirit, you who are known by 1,000 names, and you who are the unnameable one. Thank you for bringing us together and allowing us to sing the song of life and create space for the healing of this family. Pachamama, beloved Mother Earth, blue jewel amidst the vast universe, who gives, sustains, and nourishes all life. Though we often take more than we need and return only our trash and toxicity, you continue to love us unconditionally, teaching us patiently with your abundant generosity. Receive our love and gratitude now as we gather here for the honoring and healing of all your children, the stone people, the plant people, the four-legged, the two-legged, the creepy crawlers, the finned, the furred, and the winged ones. We ask forgiveness and forgive, cleansing the waters of our bodies and all bodies of water. Help us to know balance, living in Aini, sacred reciprocity with all our relations. Corazón amado, beloved heart, center of this being, magical spiral muscle whom embodies the very architecture of the cosmos, beating faithfully so I may remember how to be a better relative, how to recognize the beauty in each moment, and how to steward this precious gift of life for my good and the greatest good of all beings. We welcome this family to the fire, that healing may happen here. To all my relations, aho mitakoyasin. Ashe, Ame, Ometeot. And so it is.
We can hear you, Maha, now.
Maybe if I turn on my mic. Yeah.
Yes.
So today we're doing the crown chakra, and I was saying that the invocation opens up all sorts of channels from all different things, and so it's a very good prayer um, for life. So this one, so find a comfortable position. You can either be in laying down or seated, and if you choose to do so, you can close your eyes and just take your awareness into your body. And now that we went through a few of the chakras, you can start thinking about those and thinking about the colors, and just allow the sounds and the feelings to just take over. So um, visualize a violet skull cap sitting on top of your head. Expand the form of the cap and intensify the color. Feel the healing qualities of the violet surround you and protect you like a cloak against pain, discomfort, and suffering. As you begin to feel the energy of this color, take a deep breath to inhale its healing properties. Begin to reflect on your breath. As you breathe in, call in the joy that you deserve. As you breathe out, exhale what is old, tired, stale in your life. Keep this breath up for a few minutes. Reflect on all the joyful things around you: the stars at night, the moon in her beauty, the sun in its splendor. Know how healing the rain can be as it turns the leaves green. Feel the air around you. See the faces of people of whom you love and enjoy. Keep your breathing focused on letting the joy into your life and releasing any negative influences. As you open your higher center, take a moment to give thanks for your life. Even if your life does not appear to be the way you would like it to be at this moment, acknowledge that you are grateful to be here, experience the wonders of your higher mind. Take a few Deep breaths and allow the consciousness to turn more inward. Release the events and experiences of the day or the emotions that you have been attached to for one reason or another. This realm is pure consciousness in one of being, ease, stillness, and sweet surrender to the moment. You need to do nothing. In this space, all is light, love, joy, and the tender awareness that you are all one with all life. In being yourself, you are free, intelligent, beautiful, and the source power in all your life. When you access the self, there is nothing to do but be. Allow the light of love, healing, and the peace to embrace you. Pull your awareness deeper within. Feel your body's awareness begin to fade away. Feel your thoughts disappear. Be aware of your breath, your heartbeat, the stillness of your mind. You are the witness of your life, unfolding in each moment as it melts into eternal now. Keep your breath focused on allowing joy into your life. When you feel saturated by the positive energy that is filling your field, take a moment to seal your crown chakra on top of your head with a metal cross of light surrounded by a circle of light. This symbol will seal and protect the crown chakra until you are ready to do this meditation again and allow more goodness into your experience. As you come out of this meditation, allow a sense of peace and detachment to carry you through the day. Find beauty wherever you are and wherever you can. Try to look for it when situations are difficult. You will find it. Remember, all the joy and goodness are yours now and forever. And slowly bring your awareness back to your breath. And slowly releasing your eyelids and bring your gaze back to the room. And finally, bring your awareness back to the group. So the mudra we'll do today is called Mahamudra mudra, and in the Buddhist tradition it represents the peacock, and the peacock is known to fight off snakes. And as we talked a little bit about Kundalini and the chakras, there tends to be, they believe there's like a snake quality, like a coil that comes up from the earth or from the base. And the peacock's on the top, where it sort of allows it to be in your body, but doesn't let it really take over the mind. And so the mudra looks like this, where, and I'll show you the first part. You'll bring your thumbs together and you interlace your fingers. And then you take your pinkies, like the peacock feathers, and you bring that here. And take a deep breath. And I tend to move it around and notice to see where it's at and where the energetic field can be. Sometimes I start as low as my solar plexus. And then I slowly bring it up to the next chakra, which is the heart. And slowly bring it up to my throat. And then bring it up to my third eye. And notice where I'm feeling the greater pull. And that's where I need it today. If you choose to do so, you could even bring it on top of your head into your crown. And it could be even in between. The Mahamudra mudra is believed to have the power to protect devotees from poisoning, either physical or spiritual. And it's symbolized to be the power of a peacock. And the peacock has many eyes on its leaves. And it's very glorious and beautiful. And the peacock uses that beauty to call into their beloved and to see the beauty and pull them in. So today we're going to try to see the beauty within ourselves and try to bring in that energy to help us find more beauty and more wisdom. The breath work that goes with this tends to be connecting everything, and we try to bring it up. So the Kalabati breath is called the skull shining breath. But as I show it to you, you'll see, well, that doesn't really reach the skull. But as you do it, you'll feel it and you'll notice it. Kalabati breath is actually breathing in through your nose. And it's just a normal inhale. You allow it to inhale. And then it's a forceful exhale through your nose. And as you exhale through your nose, you'll feel your midsection. So your midsection here will move like a bellow. And as you continue to do it, just be aware of your body and see where that energy is as moving around. And if you tend to do it and take their focus and your direction to the crown of your head, you'll see it move throughout your spinal column or your chakras, and be able to um, go up to that crown chakra. So here, we're going to take about 30 breaths. And if you feel like that you're getting dizzy, or you can either slow down or stop. But it's a normal inhale in, so you don't force it. And then exhale. Continue with the breath. And as you do that, I actually tend to add a little bit opening up the throat and a lean back of the crown. Or you can stay straight as well. The leaning back allows me to take my attention to the crown. Halfway there. I had my own little twist to it on the last exhale. I close, contract, and inhale. In my normal practice, I try to do this 3 to 5 times. So I think you may have felt a little bit of heat that's contracted. The more and more you do it, the easier you get. And you'll start noticing the awareness of your body and where it sits. So we'll do one more for about 30 breaths. And once again, we can either breathe in and keep our spine straight. That's probably the one that's taught the most. But I tend to feel that if I open up the throat and allow the awareness to go back into my head, I actually able to pull it up a little bit more. And then it's a natural breath out. In, and then a forceful breath out. And then I contract. And really bringing in that air through the top of your head into your body. And then allow yourself to breathe in naturally. And just take an awareness to your body and see how that feels and what's open. A lot of yogis will do that 100 times. So how much energy was just raised by doing it 30 times? Multiply that by 3 of how much energy. And hopefully you're feeling some of the root. And it's a great way to connect the crown to the root. And I tend to, even when I'm looking at the crown, I try to pull in from above. I try to pull up from below. And I try to bring it all together within the heart. And a lot of times we'll send it out there, or even for me, my heart works a lot with my hands, and I tend to push it out through my heart and feel it there. So everyone is different, but the awareness is still through the entire spine and connecting it to the crown. The bija mantra that goes with that is actually just with like the M. So a lot of times people will tend to do like an om and then really try to be the stillness of that ending of the om. So if you choose to do so, you can do one with me. You take a deep breath in and exhale. And then naturally breathe in and exhale. The crown chakra tends to have a lot of stillness, so that is actually still movement. Your crown is actually has sutures that are actually movable. And a lot of times I can activate it by just tapping along the sutras. I mean, the sutures, not the sutras, the sutures. There's a frontal lobe here. The sutures go by. There's, there's one down the middle. And then on the sides where the temple is. Just to get blood circulating in the head. Awareness brings energy. Energy brings breath. Breath brings blood flow. Sometimes if you have headaches, this helps. A lot of times with my clients, if they have headaches, I try to get them to activate this area and then really exhaling out and bringing it out. And the touch that goes along with this is more, which I call fluffing. It's more of the eccentric or etherical sort of aura cleansing, and you can feel. And so there's a lot of healers or practitioners that actually work. Craniosacral people will work with the sutures. Julia does stillness touch, and I believe that probably the same way. Um, with really trying to move that. I do a thing called myofascial release where I relieve pressure in the head by moving actually the bones of the head very simply. And next week I'll actually show you some of those techniques. As I do Reiki, I'll also teach you some of these cranial sacral things to do to open up that stuff. The affirmations, if you choose to do so. And if you want to put your hands in the mudra again, the peacocker, which is our fingers together, interlaced, and then the pinkies coming up. And really breathe in into your heart, into your root, into your crown. God is in me, above me, below me, in around me at all times. And when I speak of God, it's not really religious. It's more of just the higher being of energy that sort of surrounds you. Um, I seek the highest truth and the most healing ways to live my life. I honor and protect my divine spirit. I know that all is good despite appearance to the contrary. I look within where I am safe, loved, and protected. My spirit is external. It is love, beauty, harmony, peace, and enjoyment. I trust that my highest good and greatest joy are unfolding now. I am grateful for the good things and people in my life. I accept who I am and honor the spirit within me. I live in joy and gratitude for the goodness that fills my life. I appreciate the beauty of earth and honor and protect it as well as I can. I know my higher purpose is being fulfilled now. I am thankful for the awareness and insight I haven't found the profound mystery of my life. I honor all people, all religions, all spiritual paths, each led by God. Thank you for my life, who I am, and what you've allowed me to be and become. So, if this chakra is too open, you can sense a little bit of psychosis, manic depression, confused sexual expression, frustrated, and sense of unrealized power. And I was just talking before this class about um, almost sometimes those people are like imposters, or they tend to be um, more like the toxic um, masculine or feminine. Um, they feel like they have the right way of doing things, but it feels like it's self purpose and not for the higher good. Um, if you're blocked in the chakra, a lot of times you'll be constantly exhausted. You can't make decisions. You'll have headaches, maybe no sense of belonging. And if you're balanced in this chakra, you'll have this magnetic personality. You'll be achieving these miracles in life. You'll be transcendent and you'll be at peace with yourself. Sahasrara is the Sanskrit word for it, means a hundredfold petaled lotus. And the colors that are associated with are violet, um, gold, and white. And if you've noticed, every day that we've done one of these things, Julia has actually been in that color. So thank you for doing that and being involved with that. The ruling planet is Uranus, not Uranus. It's Uranus, right? So, and the element that associated with is the cosmos, thoughts, and energetic energy. So, so that is open right now, and it's interesting that this 8-week course has really put us through this journey, and sort of around the same time of how the planets are aligned. It wasn't meant to do that, but it just worked out that way. So the first question we have, if you choose to do so, and I don't know if Julia has put it into the chat yet, um, it's what is your highest spiritual truth about yourself, life, death, and change? So think about a purpose and think about, what are the things that you may want to accomplish? What are the things that you may need help with and trying to understand? And sometimes we can't do it by ourselves. There is higher beings above us that sort of assists us with that. Um, in Sanctuary, we've actually recently had a lot of death cafes and grief. And sometimes it's very, very difficult to wrap your head around that transition of life. Or um, so, once again, what is your highest spiritual truth? And think about yourself with life, death, and any changes to that. And they'll look like this. Um, for me, um, I was trying to wrap myself around um, what is my purpose in life? What am I supposed to do? And I was going on um, doing everything I was doing, probably the things I'm supposed to be doing. And then 2 years ago, almost 2 years now, my father passed away. And that actually dropped me right into, and I didn't even mean to do it, probably got a little more in tune with the higher being and sort of surrendered to saying, I really have no control. When my dad got sick, I was very blessed um, that he needed physical therapy when he was sick. And I found out that was the whole reason I went to school for. So somehow, some way, that was supposed to happen so I can take care of my dad. And with the 6 months I got to be with him and be with him every day for physical therapy was um, a very big moment in my life that I treasured and I still treasure. And I was fortunate to have, um, a father that has taught me a lot. And we had ups and downs, but it's always really interesting. So that was something from somewhere else that taught me that. And yes, it was in me, and yes, it was in the people that I'm involved. And now I'm, part of this community that is trying to be able to be a little more productive towards the world and bring people together for a common goal. Even here in the United States, with all this craziness going on, there's something else that pulls us all together to do that. So try to look deep inside these little moments. And you hear once in a while people talk about tantra and chakras, and for me, tantra is really just becoming aware of those little moments, um, and see if you can tap into that a little bit. So um, Julia will send you, and this one's a little bit harder to search into, so we'll give you 5 minutes apiece. So we'll probably see in about 11 minutes. Yeah. um, and Julia, you can go, I'll stay, and then you can go through this process. I know you don't want to, but You don't have to. You can always send me too. So, all right.